right. We're all set up.
Oh.
Are you still with me, Catherine?
I am.
Good
Can you hear
morning.
me? It's a good
Yes.
morning. Oh, man. You know what? We were talking about this cool weather, but there's something about when things start to cool down, you feel like you have like this fresh energy. You know, you're breathing in that fresh air, and this is just the season when people want to grow their business. I love that.
Oh, I know. And there's so many things going on right now with It Works. I know, there's this crazy energy. I'm seeing it all across the board, not just our teams, but everywhere. People are just excited, and I think a lot of it has to do with, people getting back to school, getting back in the routine of things, and just ready and looking for something fresh and new,
Yes. And people feel like they can create a little bit more of their own time, once their families are back in that routine. Also, the kids are in school, and so moms are like, oh, I actually do have like a couple hours in the middle of the afternoon that I could do something that I would enjoy.
Yes,
Oh,
so
man.
true. So I guess, for those of you who don't know me and Catherine, my name is Caity Metz. I am a double diamond out of New Jersey, and I've been with It Works for a little over 2 years now. It'll be 2.5 years this fall. I can't believe it. And, we come together on this call once a week, and Catherine and I still have not met face-to-face yet.
No, we've been doing this. When did we start? In May?
Yeah.
No, we still haven't met. But you know what? That's the beauty of our company. And I love that, and I love that, I randomly get Facebook messages from people I've never met. I don't know who they are. And they'll say, well, somebody must have liked or shared something. And so then it popped up on their news feed. So then they kind of check you out, and they're like, hey, I just want to introduce myself. You're getting to meet people from all over the world, and we actually want to help each other out. We want to help each other be successful, and I love that.
Exactly. And Catherine is in Michigan, and I'm in New Jersey, and we kind of, put this call together. And yesterday we were able to actually do one of our parties together right on our Facebook page with people all over the country, all over anywhere that has a Facebook. I thought that was so cool. And we had, over 100 people through the course of yesterday just on Facebook alone. And I thought that was crazy.
It is, and it's obvious that there is such a respect for one another and a respect for one another's businesses and one another's prospects and customers, that we do not overlap one another at all. And that is one thing that you just don't find in other companies, is if you were going to do a virtual party or something like we did, you would only include your team, because you'd only include who it's going to help benefit you. And I love that we all came together, and some of us might only had 1 or 2 guests in the party, some of us might have 10 guests in the party. It didn't matter. We were all going to help each other out, and that we continue to let people know, go back to the person who invited you. Make sure you stay in contact with the person who has been talking to you about this business. We are not business stealers, and that is just, I love how we respect one another's businesses.
Oh, it's so true. And just anywhere you go, people are looking to reach out and help. When we first started, we didn't really have a local team. I remember my upline was in a couple of days before me. Her upline was in Michigan with you, and she was just like, oh my gosh, we're just going to do this. And she was still new. So we just, there's so much things that the company gives us as far as tools to learn how to grow this business. Our training is absolutely amazing, and it's really in depth. I still go back to the training academy that they give us and revisit things and make sure I know certain things. There's just so much information available to us, and it's so simple to really start a business and make some really great income from home. And it's taking really the brain cell out of it. You really just have to practice. And even we have notes that will tell us what we need to say at our parties, which is so awesome.
We don't have to create anything.
I know. It's so awesome. So, like, I know that, even if maybe you're listening to this call today and you're taking a look at It Works for the first time and you're like, well, the person who invited me just, they're not close by. They don't live in the same state. I don't know how I could possibly make this work.
Right.
Catherine, you have out-of-state teams too, right? So how do you grow? How do you grow their businesses from afar?
The thing that we try to do as a full team, and I randomly delegate different things out to my team members, so I'm not doing all the work myself, even as a leader, because that's how we develop layers of leadership within our team, is to give other people responsibilities that helps everybody. But one of the things that we do is at the beginning of every month, we make sure that everybody on the team is aware of where we have any trainings throughout corporate. So, and we make sure that they're plugged into them. They know where they need to go. So, I have a team that's in the Florida area, and so I know right where they are, and so I go through our calendar and I look for where those trainings are, and I send it directly to them. And I just say, hey, this is where it's at this month. This is the link of where you need to find it. That type of thing. Make sure you're sharing with the rest of your team in your area. And so we just do that across the board with all of our team. We look for anything that could possibly be in their area. And then if I see something come up in a Facebook group or something like that of a training that's, we're going to do just an opportunity thing at somebody's home. Well, if it happens to be in one of my team members' area, I'm going to let them know so that they can bring some prospects along, or they can go get some training or whatever they need to do. And what I love is that even if the person holding that opportunity event does not know my prospects, they're going to totally love on them as though they were part of their team. And that's just the way we do it, and it works.
Oh, it's so true. And it's amazing to me, how much we've grown, but yet we're still so small. And there's still so much room for growth. So, if you're on this call and maybe you're thinking of getting started, and maybe you're not local to the person who's reaching out to you, or you've started already and you're like, I just need to get revved up, I need something to plug into. There are so many leaders, and there are so many different places that you can plug in. So reach out to, the people who are your diamond uplines, reach out to your leadership in your group, and they'll hook you up with people that, are in your area. And I love that. I love that we can even send people that are taking a look at us to meet with someone who has absolutely no financial benefit to helping them, and yet, it's just amazing, that one team, one mission atmosphere. I know we talked a little bit about it last week, about how we all just work together, and I think that is really what's going to make us this billion-dollar brand this year. I really do.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people get nervous because they're like, well, I want to sign up to do this business, but I haven't heard of anybody around me doing it, so I don't really know how I'm going to get support. I love it when people tell me that, because I'm like, that means you're going to be the one who gets to break into your area. That's not something to be afraid of. That's something to get so excited about.
Exactly. And I know with us, that was the case. I remember, my upline is actually my mom. She, really kind of brought it to this area for us. And she was like, talking to Cammie, who signed us up, and she was like, what meetings are around here? And Cammie's like, you're it.
You're the one.
And it was fine. We all figured it out together. We got a couple of us, underneath her and all in our sidelines, and everybody just kind of worked together, and eventually we met some other people that were here too that were kind of starting, and it all worked out. And the power of technology nowadays is so awesome. There's Skype, there's phone calls that you can do, conference calls and three-way calls with the person who sponsored you. So there's absolutely no reason why you can't get in this business when you're not close to someone.
Exactly. And if you're on this call and you're not really sure who to connect with, just reach out to Caity or I, and we'll do what we can to try and find somebody in your area for you to connect with. I'm more than happy to help with that too.
Yeah, same. I absolutely don't mind. So if you're not really too sure of who your diamonds are, who your upline is, just give us a shout. We'd be happy to hook you up with somebody. We have a lot of friends all over the place.
Yes, for sure. So I just encourage people to really take a look at that My It Works events calendar. If you're not sure where you're supposed to go to find the different events, if you go to myitworksevents.com, you're going to find a calendar with all the events that come through corporate. So One Team, One Missions. I know here in Michigan, here in the next couple of weeks, we have something called Diamond Ways, which is like a full-day training, and I know that those things happen in lots of different areas. So the My It Works events calendar is a really, really good place to find out where these things are, and I just encourage you to go. It doesn't matter if you have somebody to go with or not. Just get up and go to them. You will be so happy that you did. You're going to meet some great people, and you're going to realize you have some really good support. So just do it.
I love it. I love it. So I want to talk a little bit about last weekend. Last weekend we had talked about how It Works was going to draw 20 names and pay off $20,000 in debt. And we both, I watched the YouTube stream and listened to it while I was driving out to Connecticut. And, oh, my goodness, I'm speechless. I can't even describe. It was so amazing. Do you want to talk about that?
I really love the process that they went through, and I don't think that we probably could even scratch the surface of helping people understand the emotion and all the things that came with what they did with this drawing. But I loved how they took people from our top 100 money earners and they allowed them to draw some of the names. And as they drew the name, how they were able to just share from their heart their congratulations for the person who won that $20,000, and to see the humbleness of the top money earners in our company is just, it gets me every time, because I'm like, we aren't working with people who think that they are just, oh, well, I'm making $20,000 a month, or I'm making $50,000 a month, or I'm making $100,000 a month, and so I don't need to mess with you people. Like, thanks for helping me get here. We don't see that in our company. We see people who love to help other people get to where they are. And when they drew that name, they knew they helped somebody get that much closer to that financial freedom that they, as top money earners, are understanding and are living, and that they're wanting to share with all the rest of us. And they were able to, with the draw of a name, be able to share that with somebody and just give them a glimpse of financial freedom. I mean, if my name would have been drawn, oh my goodness, I would have been a basket. I'd probably still be a basket case today. Because of the freedom that would have brought for our family is just amazing, and that our company was willing to just give 20 people $20,000 to pay off their debt. It's just amazing.
Oh, I know, and I think the thing is too, like, I was talking about it. I had a team member in the car with me. We were driving out to One Team, One Mission wrap party and training up in Connecticut, like I said, and we were in the car for like 2 hours. And as we were listening to the names being drawn, afterwards we were just trying to process like the emotion. And you know, most of those people we didn't even know, but we were so excited for them. Yeah. And we were just saying, like, think about your full-time job or the jobs that you might have come from. Who pays $20,000 to someone who literally just refers one person to get a discounted pricing on products and one person who wants to work for the company? That blows my mind. And I know so many people did just that. They started with one. They got one customer and one team member, and their name was picked. That is just, it's amazing. That really shows, you know, the heart of the company even, that it's not, it's not, you know, something that you have to do something ridiculous to get. Anybody can start with one.
Yes. And Caity, I love also that they decided they're going to do it again.
Yes, they are.
It wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough to just do it in August. We're going to do it in September. So the whole month of September, if you just get one new customer who wants to be a loyal customer and be on the auto ship to get the wholesale pricing on products, and one person who would like to make some income with our company, your name will go in a drawing for $20,000. And in October, they're going to draw those 20 names. When they said they were doing it again, I was like, are you kidding me?
I said the same thing. I'm like, what? What is that? So,
and then on top of that, they extended our normal good bonus, too, for new people signing. So anybody who joins our company and grows their business to our diamond level, which is doable, it is work. You have to be focused and ready to go to work, but it is so doable. You can get a $10,000 bonus just for talking to people about the products and asking people if they'd like to make some extra money and join your team.
I know. It's so simple. So I guess we can both kind of piggyback off of how simple our system is. I love that the company made it literally, it's definitely easy to figure out how to start your business. So we have 3 steps to success, and the first step is just joining. So all you have to do is just join up. It's $99 to get your kit. So if you were thinking of trying those wraps on yourself, it's just an extra $40 than what our wholesale pricing is, which is absolutely amazing. I love how Catherine always talks about how much money do you spend at the movies with your family, or maybe back to school shopping for clothing. $99 now is something that's definitely doable for a lot of people. And with the $99, you get a box of 4 wraps that you can turn around and you could sell for $25 or $30, depending on if they have a coupon or not. And you can get your money back right away. So it's really a risk-free investment. Yes. It's amazing. And then month to month, we run our business on an 80 BV auto shipment, which is really, really simple. For us, it's 2 boxes of wraps. It's going to come the following month after you sign up. You're going to get the wraps on people, and you make your money back. And it's amazing how we don't have a quota. We don't have something that you need to make a minimum amount of sales to get paid. As long as you run that 80 BV auto ship, your business is even willable to your family. I don't know who does that either.
No, it's so simple. And, if you get to the point where you're wanting to start really using the products yourself, you can use that 80 BB auto ship to buy the products that you want to use or that you want your family to use. So you're not even stuck in buying specific products with that, and then you'd have to buy more for what you want. You can buy whatever you want with that 80 BB. So, definitely we always suggest that you have wraps in stock because that's how we build your business. But start adding other things to that auto ship also so that you can start creating a story for yourself of what those products are going to do for you.
Oh, exactly. And, I know that's what a lot of people do. They start off getting wraps just to get it out there, but then quickly they're like, oh, but I want to try this. And they add that, and that personal testimony is huge. So if in your 30 days you think you're going to be wrapping more than 4 people, there are booster options available. You can boost your kit, and you can make anywhere from $300 to $500 in cash just by simply putting the wraps on people. We also have a great facial applicator that you can put on that tightens, tones, and firms the face. Very hydrating, very soothing. I love it. So, if you're thinking of getting started, the best way to go, the best bang for your buck, I would say, is the mini booster option, which is just available on sign up. You get a whole bunch of sideline products for basically no cost. And that's going to be great for sampling the product yourself, but also having other people try it and touch it and feel it. It's amazing. So I would definitely recommend that if you can afford it. I would say boosting is the way to go, especially if you want that $10,000 bonus. So the second step after you join is you're going to get a couple customers. You're going to invite everybody over your house. You're going to ask them if you can just share what you have your hands on. You're going to wrap people, and if you get 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days, the company is going to give you $120 in rebate credit that you can use towards any product that you want. So you can use that on yourself, or you can use that to get more reps, depending on how you want to run it. And then the third step is simply just getting 3 team members who want to make a little extra cash. And It Works is so amazing with how much they guarantee that these steps to success work, that we actually have a money back guarantee that if you don't make $500 in your first 60 days by completing all 3 steps, by getting your 4 customers, you're joining, you're getting your auto ship, and then also getting those couple customers under you, and you help them get their customers. If you don't make $500, they make up the difference, and that does not include your wrap cash. It's just your commission.
Yeah.
So I just think that's awesome, and I know so many people could use an extra $300 to $500 just to kind of get their month at the end of the money looking a little bit better.
Yes, you know what? When we got started, our first goal was to make an extra $500 a month because I was working 4 part-time jobs, and I probably wasn't making much more than that. And because they were just, very limited time jobs that I put in a little bit here and there for 4 different situations. And we reached the Ruby level, which is an average of $599 a month in our first 6 weeks with It Works. But we got there by buying a big booster kit. And we didn't have the money to buy that big booster kit, so we actually sold stuff in our house on eBay. Not very many people know that part of our story. I was going around our house collecting things that I knew we didn't need, and I was selling them and collecting that money, and I bought a big booster kit with that money. So
I love that.
There is a way. You just have to decide how bad you want it and just go for it and just get creative. That's when people are like, well, I'm not sure where I'm gonna come up with money. Well, let's get creative about it. If you want to do this, we'll find a way.
Exactly, and it's funny because I kind of did the same thing. I joined. And when I joined, I didn't really have the money. I was full-time work, full-time school, so college kids don't really have a ton of money anyway. But I thought $500 was a lot of money at the time, and I really couldn't put out the money for the big booster kit. So what I did was I shared my result. I tried the wrap. I shared my result, and I just told people that I was ordering a kit, and if they wanted one, it would be $25. And I literally had people just throwing money at me, paying me on PayPal. And I had all the money in my account. I basically just pre-sold my wraps. And
Right.
I had all the money to just put right back into my account after I had bought that kit. And I was so scared. I don't think I even told my fiance how much I spent at the time because I did not know, I didn't know how this was going to go for me. But people want it. And if you're excited and you're determined to make it work, anything is possible.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
So,
I agree.
there are a lot of great offers on the table. I don't want to hold up anyone any longer, but Catherine, if you had one last thing to leave people with, if they're on the fence about joining, what's a piece of advice that you can give them?
Well, in light of what we've been talking about today, I think it's just really important to know that you work for yourself with It Works, but you're not in work by yourself. And there are people who are willing to help you, even if they aren't going to be on your direct, upline. There's people who want to see you be successful. So don't be concerned about whether or not you're going to have the support, because the support's going to be there. And let's get creative and figure out how we can come up with the income so that you can get started. And let's just do it.
I love it. And, just think about if your name was picked, if you just start with one person. Think of one person that needs to get a little healthier, someone else that needs to get a little bit wealthier, needs a little bit of extra income to just make a difference in their household around what they're already doing. Think about one person that you know, and I want you to reach out to that person today and just let them know that you had them on your heart, because they're there for a reason, and it all starts with one. I know that there was someone in the top 100 this past month that had never been in the top 100 before, the top 10, I'm sorry, and she was saying that it literally just started with one person that just took off and completely changed her business. So if that's you and you're thinking of getting started today, it's so easy. They're making it so easy for you. And again, you're not by yourself. So reach out. Reach out to someone. Somebody will be there to help you. And thank you so much. I mean, I'm pumped.
I'm always excited when we leave on Saturday. Saturday is supposed to be, a down day for most people. Oh, not for me. We get on this call, and I'm like, okay, let's go to work.
I know. Same. So I'm going to let us get to work. I'm going to get back out and enjoy our Saturday, but I thank you so much for your time. I thank everyone for listening in on this call, and I will get the recording out from last week's call and also this week on my Facebook page, so just make sure you keep a lookout for that, and I will tag Catherine as well. So thank you so much, Catherine. I will talk to you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye.